In 2012, news reports were warning the community about an alliance between the Zetas cartel and the MS13 or the Mara Salvatrucha gang, and they will pose a major challenge to law officers who are battling the Mexican drug cartels. And Inside Crime said the following: there are reasons why the Zetas and other large criminal organizations might want to work with the Maras, and in other cases, use them as foot soldiers, or AP, Associated Press. This meaning they will use them to basically extortionate people around. Also, the MS-13 numbers allows them to occupy territories sometimes that the Zetas are interested in. A lot of the harder territories that the Zetas could not get into were urban territory, where the MS-13 were effective in going into or most likely already had control there. Those urban territories were valuable because they were lucrative in extortion and micro-trafficking activities. And the MS-13 are also like the Zetas that are known to carry out brutal attacks without remorse. However, there were some reasons why the Zetas didn't actually add the MS-13 gang fully into the criminal organization. One of them was the MS-13 were already loyal to the MS-13 gang. Another was that the MS-13 are all tatted up, they're easy to spot. And the third one is that they're gang members who don't know how to handle assault weapons. They will need to be trained. So it should be understood that the MS-13 and the Zetas didn't join all together, but instead did a treaty. In that time, MS-13 was still a big thing in LA, and they were controlling El Salvador since Bukele was nowhere to be around. So the treaty between the Zetas and the MS-13 was done. The importance of such deal should not be underestimated. The Zetas continued to expand, not only in Mexico but in the US. They needed new methods of distribution, and retail gangs such as MS-13 were there to help. The Zetas also needed an ability to fill power vacuums created by cartel struggles. MS-13 also allows the Zetas to provide personnel to operate in new markets, some of which have been previously out of reach due to lack of geographical penetration. Having a plug-and-play ability to do business with the wide affinity network MS-13 has built up with will certainly be a resource for the Zetas. This advantage could not be extended with other gangs and other cartels other than MS-13. Indeed, gang alliances are often short-term, shifting arrangements. While individual cliques may locally align with competing factions, these relationships are volatile, as the gang's networks will seek to eliminate the alliance that interferes with the gang's overreaching identity and business interests. Essentially, local alliances are permitted but are not there to stay if you disrespect their gang. The Zetas were believed to have established cells in Laredo, Dallas, and Houston, and have alleged conducted at least 8 murders in the US. The Zetas rely on gangs for local operations. MS-13 is not the only US gang they use. And when cartels use gangs of the opposite gang, they will have problems. In conclusion, a Zetas and MS-13 alliance offers many benefits, including profit and plunder. Rather than viewing it as an alliance or a merger, view it more as a joint venture. However, their little joint venture or alliance thing didn't last long. The Zetas cartel started to lose power in 2013 when their leader got arrested, and in 2013 to 2016 the Mexican government started a major crackdown on them, and the MS-13 gang started to fall off around those years. A lot of the LA gang members that were repping MS-13 got deported, and El Salvador started to crack down on them in 2022. As of now, the MS-13 gang is practically dead, and Los Zetas is dead as well. However, you still have some people in Mexico claiming to be of the Zetas cartel. This alliance was a weird one because the Zetas were known to be ex-military members. and the MS13 were known to be just gang members. This isn't the first time that we have a cartel making an alliance with a gang. I will be making a video of how the Acid gang had an alliance with the cartel of Juarez in Juarez. With that being said, this is stories from Mexico, and this was the weird alliance between the Zetas and the MS-13.